In the last 12 months, XRP has exploded in value. You've probably heard the hype about it hitting $1,000. Maybe you've already bought in, or you're about to. But if you invest, it's important to get the facts right. Let's break down the real story behind XRP. Stay tuned, you're watching Coin Ledger. The XRP reality check. Can XRP really hit $1,000? Let's look at the numbers. XRP currently has 57.1 billion tokens in circulation. At $1,000 per token, that's a $57 trillion market cap. To put that in perspective, Ethereum is around $500 billion in market cap. The entire crypto market is worth just over $4 trillion. If XRP reaches $1,000, it would be worth more than 14 times the entire cryptocurrency ecosystem. It's very, very unlikely that XRP will hit that type of valuation anytime soon. But look, while a $1,000 price may be difficult to achieve, that doesn't mean XRP is necessarily a bad investment. To better understand the bull case for XRP, it's important to understand what it's aiming to do. So let's take a step back and look at how money is transferred across borders. Right now, when you send money internationally, it goes through a system called SWIFT, originally built in the 1970s. Let's say you want to send $10,000 from the US to France. The way this works is that your bank will send a SWIFT message to a French bank. Then the payment bounces through multiple intermediary banks and pays fees through every step of the process. The actual transaction will take days to finalize. Meanwhile, XRP settles the same transaction in a few seconds with minimal fees. It's significantly faster and cheaper. The potential market for XRP is quite large. JP Morgan alone facilitates over 10 trillion in payments daily. And already, XRP has seen institutional adoption. Today, Bank of America uses Ripple for internal transactions. So here's the disconnect. The use case is real, the institutional interest is real, so why aren't banks using XRP? Well, replacing SWIFT would require coordination from every major bank on the planet, as well as regulatory approval. And in the past, XRP has faced trouble from governments. In 2020, the SEC sued Ripple for offering unregistered securities to investors. As a result of this lawsuit, the price of XRP stagnated for years. Because of this lawsuit, many institutions stayed away from Ripple. Remember, financial institutions are highly regulated and likely wanted to stay away from a blockchain that was under fire from the SEC. But everything changed in 2025. The SEC dropped its lawsuit against Ripple, and President Trump announced XRP would be part of the US Crypto Strategic Reserve. It's likely that the changed regulatory environment has caused many institutions to take another look at XRP. In March, a proposal was even submitted to the SEC with a 6 to 12 month roadmap for integrating XRP into the US financial infrastructure. Is this proposal likely to happen? Probably not. But it does signal something important. XRP is being taken seriously. Of course, it's important to remember that the world is bigger than just the US, and XRP's success depends on global adoption. The friendly US environment is bullish, but it's not necessarily a sign that other countries will follow suit. So let's go through a few takeaways from this video. If you're buying XRP because you think it'll hit $1,000, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. However, a favorable regulatory environment in the US could be a good sign for investors. Also, remember, taxes are not optional. Starting in 2026, exchanges will issue Form 1099-DA and report your gains from XRP and other cryptocurrencies to the IRS. CoinLedger can make reporting your taxes easy, helping you import your transactions and generate complete tax forms in minutes. It's free to get started. The link's in the bio. So to sum things up, XRP's story is compelling. The technology works. The partnerships are real. Will XRP hit $1,000? Maybe not, but it could still see price growth, especially as institutional interest in crypto grows. Thanks for watching. I'm David Kemmer.